What's poppin', beautiful people? It's your boy Lando. Success. We have another CNBC Make It reaction video. Y'all want to know about the money? Let's talk about the money. So I seen this one. It said I work 3.5 days a week and make $189 a year on the side. So they ain't even making it just right now. They're making it on the side. So I started and I was like, actually, let me do a reaction video. And I need you guys to react to that like button for a Detroit player. Let's get it.
When I received my first engineering job out of college, there was a lot of excitement. Over time, I think my job and my values started to shift towards the time and towards family. I realized that, my dream is to become a father one day.
He said engineering job. I actually was going to school for mechanical engineering. I was going to go to Wayne State University. Then I realized there's too much math and I figured I can possibly get rich without it. I don't know if it was a good decision yet. I don't know.
Is to have a family and to devote myself to that. Because at the end of the day, that's all that truly matters.
Now, they say the average millionaire back in the day have 7 streams of income. So, it might be true. We seen a vlogging, we seen a Zoom cam, so I don't know if Buddy do YouTuber vibes, but he probably just do regular Zoom stuff. Yeah, this is regular studio.
My name is Josh Elwood. I am 28 years old and I brought in over $189,000 through 7 streams of income.
There we go. Yeah, he's a YouTuber vlogger. Everybody's YouTuber vlogger. He almost tricked me.
Last year. I work Monday through Wednesday. I take off Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and I also work a half a day on Friday. As far as my work schedule, I usually get up around 7 a.m. and I don't start work until 8 a.m. And I typically put in anywhere between 4 to 6 hours a day on those days that I'm working. 43% of my income comes from YouTube alone, which
told you.
amounts to about $83,000 a year. My Amazon store brought in just under $14,000 last year profit. I made just over $33,000 on Patreon.
If you guys not signed up with the Patreon, the link is in the bio. I'm just saying, I ain't making no 33,000. I'm probably making like 1,000. I just started the Patreon though.
Just over $29,000 on Fiverr, $29,000 from affiliate marketing. My cash flow for my rental property was just over $1,200, and I made $639 from dividend payments. Throughout college, I wanted to be successful, mainly for my peers. It wasn't really what I wanted to do, but I knew that if I was an engineer, I'd be successful in society's eyes. I'd make a lot of money, I'd have a good life, and I'd grow old with a nice pension. When I was working onshore, I'd work a normal 40 to 45 hour week. And then when I was working offshore, there'd be 12-hour days and you'd work 7 days a week. It was really nonstop. I was working offshore in the Gulf of Mexico. And so there were some individuals that I worked directly with out there that their family time was lacking.
I never met anybody that actually does this. This is great.
Told me that they really missed out on their life. I think that was the moment when I realized with this leadership role that I'd eventually progressed to, I would be in a very similar situation. I would be traveling a lot more, be spending more time at work versus with my family. It just came down to that emotional value of my time. That's what I need to chase after. Unfortunately, when I was 3 years old, my father passed away due to a sudden heart attack. So it's something that I grew up with, and I understood how valuable that time aspect actually is instead of just money.
And it's probably why he's so healthy and so active, because he don't want that same thing to possibly happen. Let's see if you bring that up.
The largest factor of why I wanted to start these side hustles, other than just the fulfillment that I gained from it, was to accelerate my debt payoff. So in total, I had about $40,000 in debt to pay off before I could really start investing into my businesses. My first investment in my Amazon business were these knockoff headphones, I would call them. At the time, they were coming from overseas, and I invested a little over $1,000 into them. I tried to sell 7 to 8 different products. All of them ended up failing. Selling on Amazon.
See, you can't quit. He at least telling you, hey, I tried something and then I failed. Come on, preach it, brother.
It is extremely difficult. You spend hours and hours a day really looking through all these different product niches to see what's in demand, what's trending upward in consumer. That gave me that aha moment and that motivation that I could turn this into something that actually can produce income. After those iPhone cases, I focused on selling sports and outdoors equipment. Once I really started profiting off my Amazon store, I actually ended up paying off all my debt. I still wanted to create another side hustle because I was having so much fun doing this. So I started looking into other income streams, and that's when I found out on YouTube in February of 2020. I decided that, it'd be a good idea if I could actually take all this knowledge and all of these mistakes that I made throughout my journey.
So Buddy only been there 2 years. Let's see what's his subscribers is at.
Take all this knowledge and all of these mistakes.
He's at 56,000. Hey, let's go. I love it.
That I made throughout my journey with my side hustles, and to teach others how to actually gain financial freedom and to pay off your debts using side hustles.
We're looking for a consistent trend upward to make sure that there's going to be demand and it can forecast future demand.
I realized that I quit my job in February of 2021. I was making, I think, $3,400 after tax, and that was exactly the amount that I needed to sustain my lifestyle as is. At that moment, I was only devoting maybe 10 hours a week towards my side hustles, and if I could put in an entire 40-hour week, I could just imagine what I could actually grow that to. There was a lot of questioning my decisions in my own internal self. Is this the right move, Josh? You worked so hard for this, for years and years in college. You got a great job and now you're just going to, basically give it all away. So there was that doubt in my mind, but at the same time, I was willing to bet on myself that I could make this work. And being in my mid-20s, I thought that this was the best time since I didn't have any dependents, I did not have a family yet. This was the best time to take this risk. And if it didn't work out, I could always jump back in.
That's some real game and advice for my younger viewers, especially if you have no kids, no wife, no real responsibility. Go hard at your dreams and try it, because worst case, it completely won't work. Me, I did the exact same thing. I left my job as 10 years as a flight attendant. People thought I was crazy. And it's like, I'm going full-time YouTube, So I'm not making it 6 figures there because I still do other things like drive trucks. But I don't regret the decision at all. Nothing at all. So you have to go for your goals.
Obviously, with 7 income streams, it can become a lot. Throughout 2022, I realized that my time is much more valuable if I could give that to my students and people that I'm teaching, and I honestly gain a lot more fulfillment in that. So for 2022, I am straying a little bit away from Amazon and through my rental properties and focusing more on YouTube and content creation.
What type of rental properties Buddy is only making $1,000 a year? It ain't worth your time. You can go do Uber Eats and make that. I'm just saying.
I just really started to love cooking ever since the pandemic, and as I started to gain more time for my businesses. And what I love most about cooking, obviously the food, but the second thing I'd have to say is just being able to see the smile on my wife's face or my mom's face when I cook her something great. Just seeing that treasure and that value is just awesome. Cheers to making it happen.
Cheers.
The ball, right? Nice and straight. All right. Yep.
That's so dope to be able to go golfing with your grandfather. Oh, that's dope.
Now I have an abundance of time that I can devote to them and to really, strengthen our family relationship. If I were able to create a brick and mortar store or a local business here where I live, I think that would give me that sense of fulfillment of actually seeing how I can help someone one-on-one versus just doing everything online where I don't necessarily see them unless it's through a digital format. I'm really looking forward to that. What I really struggle with now is battling my own time versus that growth. I want to obviously grow in certain areas, but I also do not want to sacrifice my time and work 40 to 60-hour weeks. I think it's very important to understand when enough is enough, whether that's financially related or related to your time. I found that balance over the past year of my income, of where I want it to be, and also the growth that I have with my brand and my businesses. I would say if you're looking to gain more freedom and to really find that career or that side hustle that ticks the box for you, I would say don't be afraid to bet on yourself, and also that success is always surrounded by failure. The only way that I was able to make it here is because of those failures and learning from those mistakes.
Well, I like it. Go for your dreams. This was a very simple one. Let me know what y'all thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that good old subscribe button. I have a bunch of ways you can get some free stocks. You can get some free crypto. Link in the bio, and we do have the Patreon where I'm showing people how to build their crypto and stock portfolio from zero to hero. Adios.